today we are going to be learning about area and perimeter. The objective of today is to differentiate area and perimeter, be able to define each, and to be able to show your understanding through a game that we're going to play later. First, I would like you to help me define the word perimeter and area. We've talked about this previously, so I would like you to help me define them.
Perimeter is like adding up all the outsides.
Okay, perfect. So, adding up the outsides. Shelly, would you like to add anything?
No, that sounds good to me.
What about the word area? Who thinks that they know what the word area means? A perimeter is adding up all the sides of a rectangle to give you the length. What do you think area means?
All the inside stuff. Added
The
together.
inside stuff?
Everything that fits in the inside.
Okay, so adding up the inside and everything that fits in the inside. Okay, we're going to come back to these definitions after we watch a short video.
Rectangle area is one side times the other, and area you'll find. Okay.
Make sure you're filling out your checklist.
I have a pencil.
Okay, would we like to add anything to our definitions of area and perimeter? Let's start with perimeter first. Do you think we covered it after what they said in the video? Adding up all the outsides.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, for area, do you think we covered what area means? Adding the insides, everything that fits on the inside? We're right. We're on track by saying it's everything on the inside of the rectangle. But do you remember what they said in the video? So I would like to change our definition just a little bit by saying you're adding one side that you're multiplying one side times the other. So let's move on and actually start practicing this. Okay, so here is my rectangle. I'm going to help us out a little bit by dividing it into equal squares. So So what is one of my lengths? What is one of the sides equal on this triangle?
Triangle.
This rectangle. Thank you. Thank you, Shelly. There's 2 squares here, so this side length is 2. This side length, I'm going to count up all the squares on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this side is 4. So to find my perimeter, I add up all the sides. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So my perimeter equals 12. Does anybody need any clarification, or do we understand? We're all staying on task. And then my area, I multiply one side times the other side. We know that this side is 2 and this side is 4, so I multiply 2 and 4 together, and I get 8 inches squared. One more example. This square is a lot bigger, so the perimeter of this one is adding up all the sides.
There's a lot.
There is a lot, Shelly. So this side is 1, 2, 3. So this side of the rectangle is 3. If I go down to the bottom and count how long this side is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 is one side, 5 is the other. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and the other two will be exactly the same. So add another 3 plus 5, and that gives you 8. So 8 plus 8 equals 16. And then the area is 5 times 3, and that gives you 15 inches squared. Now I'd like to hand out some rectangles for you to build the same shape that I have on the board. Three by 3. I'll walk around the room and make sure that you're making these correctly. Good work, Thomas. I see that you're following the checklist, so I'll mark them off for you.
Do they have...
Shelly, do you need some extra help?
I'm done.
Let's line them up so that they are next to
Hi.
each other, please. It needs to look exactly like that picture.
I can't get them to touch without overlapping.
It's okay if they're overlapping, just a little bit. As long as the squares are there. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is figure out what the perimeter is. Who can tell me how you find the perimeter?
You count the sides
You count the sides.
of the squares.
So if I counted the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, the perimeter is 4.
No, the squares.
So
On
I
one
counted
side.
all the squares on the side.
On one side.
Okay, so what is the length of one side of my rectangle?
3.
3. Okay, what is the other side of my rectangle?
3.
So, can you add up all the sides then and tell me what my perimeter would be for this square?
6.
You're forgetting 2 sides.
Oh.
12.
12.
Well, great job. It looks like you're understanding. Can you help me find the area? Who remembers the definition of area?
One side times another.
Perfect. So one side is 3 and the other length is 3. If you multiply them together, what is your answer?
9.
Perfect. Your area is 9. 9 inches squared. One more example, please. Please make the shape with your squares. Let me count them so it'll help you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to have one long rectangle. like both of you did that nicely. Can you figure out my perimeter for me, please?
Oh my gosh. 18.
Perimeter, you add up all this sides.
Sounded like a break.
So there's 1 on this side, so 1 plus 8, 1, and then 8. So you have, how much did you say?
18.
18, perfect. And what is my area of this? The length times the width. So the length is 8 and the width is 1. 8. Perfect. Your area is 8 inches squared. Okay, so now I'd like you to put all of those things away from me and you're going to practice this on your own. Here you go. You guys have to work in a group together. Good. If you'd like to use the squares, you can use them. And I can give you an assistive technology to help you work on this. Just pretend. So next we're going to play a math game. It's called Math War. Have you guys ever played the card game War before? Okay, so you understand it, where I divide the deck in two, and then you both flip the cards at once. What you are going to do is we're going to go by perimeter first. So what you need to do is find the perimeter of your rectangle. Let's say Shelly had this rectangle, and Thomas had this rectangle. Whoever had the bigger perimeter wins the game. Wins the cards, and they pull it over. Then they flip the next ones over, and then they figure out which rectangle has the bigger perimeter again. And that completes